listening to a QLB Media Group podcast.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's We Just Talkin Ish, episode 18. The last episode of season 1, ladies and gentlemen. We said we were going to 20, but we changed our mind. We're going to 18. This is it. This is all. That's it. That's all. So we're going to leave you with some things to think about and some homework to do where I am. And some of y'all might not like me at the end of this, but holler back at me at season 2. It's cool. It's going to be real cool. No
Won't
matter.
that be season 3?
Nah, 2.
So we just gonna act like we ain't do this before?
We didn't, because that was Taurus edition. This is We Just Talkin Ish, not another podcast. Not just another podcast.
We didn't.
Yeah, we did.
The first 5 don't count.
All that audio gone and everything.
All
like
is
he,
gone.
you know, he don't want to count that season of his life.
I don't. It was a horrible season.
It was not.
It was horrible.
It was a great season.
It was
Until
horrible.
Q made it horrible.
It was the bringing together of us all. So
It
it
was
was a great
horrible.
season.
Now, Facebook did that. The DMs did that.
It was.
Well, if Q had his way, it would have just been
DMs,
me knowing him and you knowing him. We would have never all met.
Well, you know, in another life, we might have moved to Utah and it would have worked out. Know what I'm saying?
Digital management. That's DM.
Digital breakdown. So yeah, this is episode 18. It's the last one of season 1. If you're listening to this one and you listen to all of them, thank you for hanging with us
Thank
so
you.
long.
Yes.
We tired.
Mm-hmm.
Just to tell you straight up, we tired.
Mm-hmm.
But the name of this episode is Nah, You're the Problem. And I'm talking about you men folk and you women folk. Both of y'all the problem. Everybody is the problem.
No matter what I do, yeah.
Everybody is the problem.
All the goddamn time.
Everybody is such a the problem. I don't even want to ask y'all how y'all week was because I don't give a damn because I want to get straight to this.
Come on.
But I'm just go. Okay. All right, let's go.
Do it.
Let's talk about this. So the issue why you, ma'am and sir, are the problem is because your expectation doesn't match your execution.
Right.
So walk with me.
We walking.
These are going to be your buzzwords tonight. Expectation versus execution.
All right.
For everything we're going to discuss, we're going to talk about the expectation, which is what y'all do on social media all day long, and versus the execution, what we don't see on social media, but y'all still big single or in a new relationship every other week or pop up at a baby shower or we don't find out you get kids till Father's Day. Because there was a lot of people yesterday, well, last week when y'all hear this episode, I didn't know people had kids.
Yeah, I sure made a post because I was like, so that's her baby daddy? Just all day that day.
And people posting pictures of their kid and dudes like, happy to be a father of these 3. And I'm like, sir, I have never seen you post a picture of these kids before today. Where they been? Are these recent pictures? Or did you have to pull this from the archives from the last time you saw them? Like, what is happening? Please help me.
You know what? I hate when people do that for birthdays.
That too. And they use old pictures or
They
share
use
a
old
status
pictures.
from like 5 years ago in the same pictures.
Like that means you haven't seen that individual in so long that you had to use old pictures to celebrate their birthday on social media.
Because the other parent has blocked them and they can't get the recent.
And they can't screenshot the recent pictures.
I'm talking about just, in general, just y'all so-called friends, but you using an old picture that the last time we hung together when we were like 17.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just a good memory.
Y'all ain't good friends. No.
You can specify that, but sometimes folks that's all they get.
I know.
That's it. That's all. Are you trying to be the nice one tonight, Rose? I appreciate you.
Capital.
I was just trying.
We're going to see how long this lasts.
It's all wet.
But yeah, your expectation does not match your execution.
Now, I have a question.
Answer. What you get?
What when you say expectation, are we talking about expectations of the other person, or are we talking about our own expectations?
It's both of them, and I'm gonna give you the
Okay.
definition, and we're gonna go from there. It's both. It's both of them, because you expect certain things from other people that you don't expect from yourself, or you haven't honed the particular skills to even expect the expectation you're expecting. You can't do that. You can't go win gold at the track meet if you ain't never trained. How?
Damn sure can't jump hurdles.
You can't.
You gonna go around them or you gonna fall.
You can't cheat the grind. So the definition of an expectation from a people who's questioning this already, cut it off because I'm finna step all on your toes. It's cool. It's cool. Got a band-aid. You're gonna have time to heal because y'all ain't gonna hear me talk about none of this no more until we come back, whenever that is. But the expectation is an assumed or expected value or an anticipated value. But guess what? Value is subjective, meaning it's only valuable to people that think whatever that is valuable. If that's not important to you, or if it's not important to that person, then it's not something that you can hold over their head.
And you can't hold the expectation over their head if you haven't told them what you expected.
That's that part too. Versus your execution. Definition: effective or destructive action. The act or mode or result of performance. That's execution, meaning it can be effective or destructive. And based on what I'm seeing, hearing that people desire versus what they're getting, there's something off in your execution, my dears. It's not effective, it's destructive. And that is why y'all the problem. You are your own problem. You, ma'am, you, sir. Y'all ready to go? We're going to eat first.
She talking about these people on the background of this here picture right here. This lady is the problem, and her nice yellow dress, and this ugly ass dude is the problem. That's why they're making this face right now, because they're not liking what you're saying.
No, they're not. And that's cool.
But
because I'm going to say it anyway.
Red lipstick on her. It's just something about light-skinned women. Go ahead. I mean, you can't tell me that this woman in the background of this picture ain't fine.
Well, grandmama's always saying ain't nothing red lipstick
she
can't
fine
fit.
right there. Oof.
It ain't nothing red lipstick can fit. Can't fix.
And then you see the little streaks in her hair. Yeah. Is this all natural right here? I hate to get off subject.
Can you?
This
You
all,
are really off the subject,
this all
girl.
natural right here, because she looked like she ain't put nothing in this head before she did this little,
Can't tell. I can't say. I can't say.
Oh no.
Can't say. Can't comment or speculate. But she up there, she making this face because she don't like what I'm saying, and he don't either. And it's cool. We're gonna talk about dinner time. Dinner time.
Let's eat.
Oh Lord.
This phrase, if you're on social media,
will get your ass cussed out.
It's a phrase that I am so tired of saying and talking about, but we're going to talk about it. Dinner time. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table, sir, ma'am? What do you bring to the table? Let's talk about the expectation, the assumed or expected value. Most of the time, when people talking about what the other person brings to the table, it's certain kind of looks, certain type of money being made, certain type of energy and action. She can cook, he can fix stuff, he buys gifts, he's extravagant for holidays, he shows me off on social media, just all of these, that he's ready-made stepdad, all of these different expectations of people that they want someone to bring to their table. When you're preparing dinner, don't you clean the table off first? And don't you have to go to the grocery store to get items to even to make dinner, to bring it to a table? So that means that you got to do some work too. So when you start talking about what do you bring to the table, okay, let's flip it. What do I bring to the table? And it can't just be the table because you still ain't gonna have no dinner if it's an empty ass table sitting there. Is the table clean? Are there chairs there? Is the table steady? Can it hold the weight of whatever meal you about to put on the table? Did you even go to the grocery store to get the ingredients to make the meal? Did you cook the meal before you set it on the table? Because you can go to the grocery store and put all the raw ingredients on the table and it still won't be dinner, will it? Will it?
Let's go a little bit further back when you said bring it to the table.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to start with the foundation, right? Which is the table.
Is the table. But people
So
say
who built the table, and how was it built? Was it built with a piece of plastic?
I'd
That's gonna
rather
melt.
go to Lowe's and let's build this table together. Let's lay down some expectations of what we want out of this. Let's build this table.
That's what I mean.
Let's
Build
start
that
from
foundation.
scratch.
Let's
Let's
build
start
that
from
little bitty
foundation.
parts you put underneath
But
so
see,
it don't scratch up your floor to the legs on up.
But the thing about it is, before you can do that, you still got to get your foundation together. Your
Or
foundation has
tools.
to. Your tools. You got to get your tools. You got to get your mindset together on your design of the table, so that
All of
when
it.
I come to you and say, "Hey, I want to build this table with you," and I give you my ideas. And then you sit down and you have your tools and you have your blueprint and we put it together and we come with this extravagant ass table together that we build together. And then we can place that dinner on the table. Hey, you go ahead and cook the roast. I'm going to take care of the peas and carrots. I'm going to go in here and get the Kool-Aid. You bring the sugar. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole Friday thing coming on. You can't have ham without the burger. You can't have Kool-Aid without the sugar. And you got to have a whole bag of sugar if you're from the South. Or the sweet tea. Either one. Need a bag of sugar. So you can't, you gotta have some foundation and some tools and some mindset to get a blueprint of what you want. But if you don't know what you want, don't be asking nobody else what the hell they want to do, what they bring to the table. And you ain't even got a blueprint for how you want a table. You ain't even got the tools to make the table. And they sure don't come to somebody who's already built. Please don't. And you don't know what you want. And ain't did no
Fuck a
work.
table if it's already built, then that's not what I want. I want
Expectation.
See, the
to
thing
build
about
a
it-
table together.
But what if what if her table is
'Cause I
built
may not
and all
like
you
the
got is
I might not like
Well,
the
that
shit
may,
on her
well,
table.
that, well, that may
means
not
that's
be the
not the
table for
person-
you.
that's not
And
the
that's
table for you.
okay.
Don't eat from it.
That's
don't
expectation
eat
versus
it.
execution.
Her table got a bar underneath for support. I don't want that table.
What kind of bar?
That,
Never
that table
mind.
got a bar that cooking the legs together. I want my table to stand up on all four legs by itself.
Not with the support bar in the
Not with
middle.
the support bar in the middle.
He know what kind of table he want.
Well, how about you remove the bar?
Then her table gonna crush.
How will not if you gonna help support it,
Now,
or either you gonna build them
her
legs for
table,
it?
her table already put together like you just said. That means she been running this table how she want to. She been placing
that doesn't mean she can't
placemats
build
and the
another one.
silverware and the plates on that table.
She could have had no
For a
choice
long
but to build
time.
her table. She had to survive. So she had healed and she did what she needed to do. So her table is built. But that doesn't mean she can't build another table with you.
Then how
Okay,
many
okay,
we
Rosa.
gotta,
How many tables you gonna put in your dining room though?
damn.
So
Who
let's
said,
discuss-
hold on. Who
let's
said it
discuss
had to
with
be a
the-
dining room table? Who
What
said
I'm
it
getting
couldn't
ready
be?
to say is pause. What I'm getting ready to say is this goes all down into role play. If somebody's walking up with you and you've had this table for 10 years, you have to make room if you want a new table. If you're meeting a person and they like, I don't want to sand this table down. Let's just buy a whole new one. We got another. You don't want to let this table go. Why? Or can we move that table to the kitchen and make it like the kitchen table where we prep and now we got a new table in the dining room, or it's upstairs, or it's in storage, or whatever. Whatever it is, the expectation of when you're walking up to, it needs to match right there. But if you're talking about, I want to build a table, but then you come down and 4 months later, get your stuff, this table was already here. That's why men like walking into situations with clean slates. That's why they prefer women with like no kids and all this stuff, because they want to build something fresh. Because women, once we work so hard to get what we have and we got it alone, we struggle with letting that go. And it's not necessarily letting that go. It's adjusting and moving it to another room in the house so that you can start something fresh with this person. And it's not taken away from anything that you had to build and do on your own. It's just now it may be a different utility. Like, okay, this used to be my dining room table. Okay, now it's going to be the kitchen table. Or it's going to be the table that's going to go into the rental property. It's not the main table anymore. It's not telling you to get rid of that table. But if you walking up to somebody and y'all trying to link and become one and bond and start something together, he didn't say break your table, burn your table, give your table away. He's just saying, can we make space for another one? It's about making space. How you going to want somebody to come in your life for real and you won't make space for the new? You trying to refinish. You keep sanding down this damn table and changing the finish on it. But it's only so much you can do with the same table you've already had.
As a matter of fact,
I have to disagree.
I might like the glass on your table.
But I want a new base.
But I want a new base. So let's use your table and my table design and let's build something together.
And there's nothing wrong with it. That's what I was saying earlier to you. But in regards to men, when Patria said in regards to men wanting things fresh and fresh starts, okay, but a lot of you men come in with a fresh start and still leave because you changed your mind. So that leaves women where
everybody changed their mind.
Untrusting. Okay, so if everybody changes their mind, then how you expect to come in with a fresh slate, but you ain't clean and fresh?
Execution. We gonna get there. This is the conversation. Everybody talking about what you bring to the table, what you bring to the table.
I can't stand it. And the first person to answer, and if that's the question of what you bring to the table, then there's no more conversation for me. Because the conversation usually comes from the people that have asked me that question. What do I bring to the table? Barely had a table.
Fair.
Barely had a table.
Because here's the thing. If you have something worth of value, if you take enough time, and if anybody know me in real life, my favorite thing to say is let time do what it does. You'll see. But people like walking in the first 3 dates, going into what do you bring to the table, instead of keeping it light and letting it go there. People sit down on the first day and be like, how many kids you want? How much money do you make? Do you believe in joint bank accounts or separate bank accounts? Like, excuse me, sir,
how soon you want to get married? I don't even know you.
I'm just trying to sit here and finish my coffee with you. Like, chill.
And at this point, I don't even want to have another conversation with you because you're trying to rush things. And I would rather, like you said, let's let it flow. Let time do what it does. And we'll get to know each other to get to that point. But yeah,
but then when you get to that point and he say, okay, I like what you bring to the table. Can we change the finish on this table? Can we adjust this table?
Why not?
Can we buy a new table? That's all I'm saying. And
Why
you were
not?
like, no, I want to keep the table I already got. That's what you just said.
No, I didn't say that we had to keep the table we just got. Now, see, y'all didn't let me finish.
This recorded. We'll run it back.
We can run it back. But I wasn't saying keep the table. I was saying that we can change the table. But if I come in with a table already made, and we want to change you come in and say, I want to change the table. Okay. What are we changing it to is what I was saying. What are we changing? And you got to come in with something. You got to tell me what we changing it to. You got to come in with your mindset telling me what the idea is. And then if we can meet there and I can agree and say, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's roll with it. We can change the table. We can put like you said, that table can go out. With life changes. So I don't have the same damn dining room table that I had when I was back in Memphis. It's in the garage, but I don't have it in my house. I have a new table. So just like I changed my furniture, I don't have the same living room furniture. I don't have the same bedroom furniture. And just like I changed my furniture, I can change my table. So I can change and with growth and healing, things do change in life. Your life changes. So why would I think that a man coming into my life where I've been single, him coming into my life, everything's going to stay the same? No, there's not going to stay the same. There are going to be a lot of changes, a lot of drastic changes, because now there's somebody else I have to think about when I make certain decisions. There's somebody else I have to think about when I go out. I have to give consideration to somebody else's feelings, whereas before when I was single, I don't have to do that. So no, I don't feel like I wasn't disagreeing with that. I disagree with the fact that men only see it as only want a clean slate. All men want clean slates. Not all men want clean slates. Not all men are okay with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure even some women will prefer.
I said they prefer, slates. Not that it happens, especially when you get to a certain age. There's some things that it's not going to be optional. It's going to be few and far in between. I said people prefer that.
And there
not
are
that it
some people that prefer that, but it's it's like, why when you ain't coming in with a clean slate? Don't come to me with when talking about you on a clean slate and your slate is dirty as hell. Look like
If
you
it's
just pulled it
brand
from
new
under
with
the.
you, if it's brand new with you, then it is. Like y'all don't have no. If y'all have never dated before, that is the clean slate.
Yeah, that's the clean slate. But what we were saying was no kids, no. Everybody, even if they don't have kids, they have a past. So there are other things outside of kids that I have had to deal with, or people have had to deal with in regards to relationships. So I think that people should have a realistic view when it comes to there's these slates that we're discussing right now. That's all.
Okay. Y'all ready to go back to social media?
Oh Lord.
G14 classified. If they don't post you, then it's not official.
Oh well, damn. It was never official for a lot of you.
Well,
Just saying.
that's the imaginary law.
It's the imaginary law. It's the imaginary place where people feel like their relationship is only valid if it's publicly in social media or in the public eye altogether. And further is when you are dealing with somebody, like some stuff should just be between y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And people share too many experiences that they're having with whoever they're dealing with their friends, their family, or whatever. Some stuff is cool, but sharing everything, you're inviting extra energy into something that is just supposed to be y'all two.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, when you get people's opinions or you tell a certain story to a person about whoever you're dealing with, some of that stuff sticks and it's in the back of your mind when you go back to your person, and it changes the dynamic. Now, you can hear advice or whatever from whoever you love or trust their opinion on, but there are some things that should be between you and that person. And just because it's not on social media does not make it any less or more valid. It's the reason why it's not on social media. If you're trying to protect that energy, if you're still trying to grow that or whatever, then it be that. I just hate for people to feel like if they're not publicly showing you off on a social media platform, then it invalidates the whole relationship, or the relationship is going good. And when one person starts pressuring the other one to do that, it causes a rift in a relationship that don't have to be there.
So I had a relationship that I got into, and I was posting out all the time, like everything. And because that's what I would do. And she got used to that. So when I stopped, it was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
It was a problem. So I have learned here recently on that birthday post that went horribly wrong.
We still on there.
I'm bringing it up on
as an example.
An example here, ma'am.
Right now.
Yeah. You know, but I'm now I've learned that you don't have to post everything. I could be in a whole ass relationship, and with social media, by looking at my Facebook page, would never know.
We found out.
Would never know. I'm still not in a relationship, so what you found out?
Don't do it.
I'm single.
I don't know nothing. I just know what you tell me.
I'm single.
Mm-hmm.
Ask that individual, she'll tell you the same thing.
Said what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sometimes not posting doesn't mean nothing. Just like you said, it just brings an unwanted, unnecessary energy into something that was energized. People just be trying to steal your joy with the stupid shit that come with posting your mate.
It's a difference with being private and being a secret.
So most definitely that. Definitely a difference.
Because the Desi Bank character, the guy, the Desi guy, comedy dude.
Yeah.
Someone said that they went on the same trip together. She posted him on her Instagram. He didn't post her.
I saw that post and he didn't post
his Instagram.
her. And then somebody made a whole post
Oh, made
and
a
put
whole
the pictures
status
side by
behind it.
side. Yeah, about she posted him on the trip and he didn't post her. And he came back and like went off basically about it.
Oh, he did. He had a comment behind that. Well, I had to go search
He had
that
a
up.
whole he had a whole
But
had
to
a
me,
whole-
it don't matter. Like this, what the fuck people was doing before social media?
that part.
What you was posting before
They was still
Facebook?
cheat. They was still cheating before social media. People was still being faithful. People was still finding out people were in relationships or not in relationships or what have you before social media existed. And so, using the platform of social media to validate,
Social media facade anyway.
right? To validate
Ooh, Quinn.
whatever. It's hit or miss
Mm-hmm.
for me. Rose, what you got? I see them wheels ticking and talking and turning. Nothing.
I'm not for the social media. Y'all know me. I don't post nobody.
Yeah.
I barely post my kids. I post some memes. I've said before on the show, I've had guys that get literally upset because I didn't post them. I didn't say this to them. I didn't acknowledge them. I'm like, damn, you're following me so you can see anything. It's not like I'm hiding anything. You can see it. I don't understand the reasoning for wanting to be posted. My motto is, and some of these women and men need to take this and make it their motto. Because every time you turn around, they posting somebody 1 week, and then next 2 weeks they not posting nobody,
Somebody
and then
else.
they taking all their pictures down, and then in 3 more weeks it's somebody new. I'm taking my L's in silence. Y'all just won't know who the hell it was, and whatever tears I got, I will cry for myself and in my own room in my privacy, and call my friends, my real friends, and be like, "Hey, girl, this happened." Oh God! But it's gonna be at home. Behind these walls. I'm not gonna put it all out there for the world. If as far as the world knows, I'm posting me and I'm saying I'm happy. That's all y'all need to know. I don't need the whole world to go into the pain with me and then turn back around and go into the happiness with me. And then why am
That's
I
what
gonna
I was
take the
getting ready to
world
say.
into the world? Why would I put the world in their emotional roller coaster with me?
Because either way, somebody that's not you is going to have something to say, whether you whether you post your L's or if you post your W's. Because when you was like, you're going to take your L's in silence, I take a lot of W's in silence too.
Yes,
Because
most definitely.
people are going to have something to say.
Regardless.
And it's like, if you want to protect your energy, you want to protect
I
whatever
was
you're
muted.
doing.
People gonna have something to shit about about
You muted
everything.
yourself.
Yeah, people. That motherfucker said you're muted. Unmute yourself. And you're in here talking. Big message. Yeah, because I'm sorry. I muted myself because I wanted to listen to the proper pronunciation of memes, not memes. Anyway,
Go to hell, Q. For the final show, go to hell.
So I watched.
It stayed until
Someone
season
sent
2.
me this
Man,
video.
what?
Someone sent me this video. What was the dude that be making all them videos and he cheated on his wife and it went viral? What's his name?
Derek Jackson.
Derek
Yes.
Jackson.
Anyway, he's still doing this thing. Anyway,
He was bending. Why would he stop?
anyway, that's his cash flow. He's not going to. Anyway, he did a little duo with a video of this guy who took this girl on this extravagant vacation and asked her on the trip to be his girlfriend.
Oh, that's cute.
Every man called him a simp. So, like you said, it doesn't matter what you do, whether it's on or off.
What they call
Everything is going to be an L or W to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They call Sierra's husband a simp, and
Mhm.
I'm just like, he's just a man loving his wife
And his
That's
family.
it. And his family. So what? Yes, he does things for. That's what men in love do. That's what men who are happy. That's what they do. They do those things. So
They do whatever it takes.
Yeah,
Don't
to
matter.
make sure she's happy so that he can be happy, because when a woman is happy, baby, her throat gets real, real loose.
I second that motion.
God,
All right. So
Legs stay open 24/7.
God. Yeah, stay open.
Amsterdam is open for business.
Go sexual on 18 episodes. It's possible.
Oh, and we definitely do that. We
Did it.
broke
We
that record
proved
too, for sure. We can find a way out of no way. Hey, glory.
Yes.
So, I mean, shit. Like,
So when
It's
So
a
win
it's
or
a no
lose.
win. It's a
yes,
no
there you
win
go. I like that
situation.
saying
Stop.
better. It's a no-win situation.
it's a no-win situation. So stop
Trying to please
trying
the
to
world.
validate your relationship or forcing your significant other to validate an otherwise fine relationship for y'all because of the lack of you being on social media or being on social media too much. Like, don't use that as a measuring tool for how good your relationship is.
And stop looking at everybody else's relationship on social media and comparing yours to it. Trying to get
Absolutely.
your partner to do what the person on social media did because they did it for social media.
Most of the
They didn't
time.
do it because they loved her. They didn't do it because they loved him. They did it because, oh my goodness, we're going to get so many likes on here. We're going to get so many views on here. Then we're going to get us a YouTube channel. And then we're going to do all that. And how many of these folks are still together? Oh,
Right.
okay.
Or those clickbait videos or clickbait posts just to draw. It's no real anything on it, and they just get you to like tune in to get to the last minute of.
And then again, some people do it because they do it. They could be genuinely happy.
Right, and that's cool. But what I'm saying is,
We're not talking about those.
do whatever
Oh,
works
yeah.
for you. And if it doesn't naturally flow to whatever, or y'all don't equally agree or say, yeah, it's time, don't make that your like bottom line. Like, you know, don't make that the ultimatum place because like just don't. I don't think you should.
I don't think you should either.
Because what if social media goes away tomorrow? Which is just as big as social media is, it could be nothing in 4 years. Then what?
Hey, look at MySpace.
Baby, if you got kicked out that top 5,
It was a wrap.
you knew.
No, we had problems.
Next. Y'all want to go to the theater? Y'all want to go to the theater? Y'all want to go to the bedroom? Little role play. Little role play. Per social media, he better provide and she better submit.
I'm so sick of this shit too.
Yeah, just play your roles, people. Play your role. He better provide and she better submit. Expectations.
That
The
you ain't.
expectation is a man should provide. And 9 times out of 10, y'all hear these conversations, the man is providing what? Financial stability, basically. Like that's where the focus is. Being a provider is financially covering all of the bills, most of the bills, or buying extravagant gifts and funding all of the dates. And it's money, 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 money when it comes to the perceived male role in providing. Then you come to the expectation of the woman. She better submit, aka she just better do and act and say and dress the way I tell her to do, act, say, dress. She should, whatever her man like or don't like or want her to do, she should fall in line and do that, no questions asked. But the execution of said provision and submission, that ain't this, ain't that, and that ain't this.
Show the hell ain't.
Providing. Financial, one small piece of a much bigger puzzle. What about the woman who already makes
Six
six figures?
a month.
A man providing financially is not as valuable to her as the woman who makes $50,000 a year.
I won't say that he's not as valuable. We're not
Just
gonna say
with the financial piece because they focus so much on the
okay.
finance. So the woman who's financially okay, yeah, she don't mind moving her money somewhere else as far as bills, but she can maintain the lifestyle that she wants or her own if she chooses to. So you stepping in may give her an option to spend a little bit more on things that she likes, but it won't necessarily change the value of the way that she's living already, especially if she's like single or got one. You can do fine with kids by yourself with 6 figures.
And
Of
she's
course,
not,
there's no such thing as too much money. Let's get that clear. There's no such thing as too much money.
not at all.
But she's
it's
not
like-
struggling making 6 figures a year.
And a woman like that, she's not looking for a man to provide. Not
Not
financially.
Not financially. She's looking for emotional provision. She's looking for
Consistency, security.
If he's going to do what he says he's going to do. If he's going to do things without her asking him to do them.
Protection. Because 9 times out of 10, with that type of money, she's in situations where she has to be the boss.
I like raw.
She's in a situation where she has to be the boss and has to she has to run things all the time. She wants to be able to be soft. She wants to be able to be vulnerable. She wants to be able to be a woman that is not needed for a minute. She wants to
She wants to sit in her softness. She wants to just be a woman.
You're sitting on something soft right now.
So she wants him to provide space for her just to be okay.
To be a woman. So she's looking for that man that is going to be.
That's cool too.
She's looking for that woman that is. That man that is going to protect her.
We just talking this. They sitting on something soft.
We are anyway.
She getting the call right now because somebody wants something soft.
No, that's not. That was my friend here.
The farm coming. He coming down on his horse now.
Hell to the no.
Or his dirt bike.
Anyway.
Dusty.
That dirt bike.
You know what? When I come home, I'm gonna slap the shit at you. I promise you I am.
Come on.
So you don't like it. You gonna say slap me again softly. Amsterdam.
Slap me with them yams.
Anyway, that's what I was saying. She wants to be vulnerable, so she's going to be looking for that. So
provide a space. So providing emotional
security. So because the argument a lot of the times is that women like that are going to be alone because they are too independent. They're too this. They have to be to make it because this is the career they chose. But that doesn't mean that they can't be vulnerable. That doesn't mean they can't be soft. As a matter of fact, that's what they're looking for, a place to be soft. But if your ass coming here with all these extra ass rules, but you ain't providing her the emotional stability, she gonna run your ass out the door.
Which comes to the next role. She better submit. Submission is not being controlled or told what to do. Submission is not being controlled or told what to do or doing everything that you're asked. Submission is the exercising of your trust for that person in the relationship. Meaning, I trust your ability to make decisions for both of us. I trust that when you say something to me, it's for my best good, for my protection, for my betterment. And you won't lead me in a way that's going to be damaging or harmful to me physically, financially, or emotionally. I trust you. But, sir, your decisions outside of her have to show that you're someone that can be submitted to. Meaning you do what you say you're going to do. At work, with your children, with your family, with your friends. That means you're responsible with your money, your children, your family, your friends. You take care of yourself. You're healthy, the way you look, the way you carry yourself. You go to the doctor, you get checkups.
Please.
So if I
clean your fingernails.
If I see that you take care and all of the things that has nothing to do with me, but everything to do with your well-being, then when you say something to me, I have no problem with saying, okay, yeah, I do that. Yeah, I'll roll with you with that. Okay, yeah, I'll try that. You want me to do what? Okay, I'll do that. You don't mind because you trust that whatever they're telling you is right because you already see them do other things right. How am I submit to somebody that got a 300 credit score, ain't seen their kids in 4 months, haven't been to the doctor since they had a physical in their senior year in high school when they played football for junior varsity, even though they was a senior.
Okay. All right.
They don't drink water. They don't eat vegetables.
Damn.
They've worked the same job in the same position for the last 5 years and hadn't made any moves lateral or up.
Damn.
I can't submit to you, sir. Damn. You're not even submitting to yourself.
You need to submit to a COVID test or some vaccinations. You need to submit to some health care.
Your expectations, sir, versus your execution. Are you somebody worth being submitted to?
You want to come home and tell your woman what to do because you being told at the slave house and the warehouse that you working in what to do all day. So now you feel you have lost your power. So you want to come on and exert your power at home. Boy, please.
Okay, and I'm finna hit some of the ladies who have husbands that have, they pretty good family men. They go to the doctor. They take care of themselves.
Let's talk about them.
And you still don't want to do
the house nasty.
Anything that he asks of you.
You don't work.
You're not submitting to no man and you don't need him and you can do it for yourself. Baby,
move up to bed every night.
Know if you submit to that man, you actually still in control.
Got on that nasty ass bonnet that you ain't washed in 3 weeks.
You still in control.
The leopard print on it.
Yep. And the white elastic coming out of the black part because in the stretch too.
Shit, the elastic don't even fit no more because the bonnet be off come morning.
The fuzzy slippers with this all dusty that you wear outside the house.
Then you know nothing be in that bonnet because it just lay flat like a chef hat.
That he coming to like you said, the house a wreck.
You been at home all day. Cause he said, baby,
nothing.
You ain't got to work. I'm gonna take care of this. You sit back and you take care of the kids at home and this, that, and the third. The kids at school. You still don't have to work. But the house nasty. Ain't nothing cooked. And you gonna throw this man a hungry man meal in the microwave and tell him dinner ready. Girl,
or if she work and she get home before he do, or she work and he throw out, baby, one day this week, can you make that meal that I like, my favorite meal? Boy, I ain't making that. We not. You can do it. He asked me ahead of time. He ain't even say today. He just said one day this week. One day this week. One day this week. But because you want to exert your
7 days
feminine independence on, can't nobody tell me what to do. I'm not submitting to no man. I ain't submitting to my dad. I ain't submitting to you. Sis, that ain't right either. That's not right either. That's not okay either. That's not okay.
And then the moment he say, baby, now you still looking like this with this nasty bonnet on your head.
I'm talking about the women that they look good too. They go get their nails and them too. They, they the ones that keep
and
themselves
together. He taking care of everything. And the moment he say, baby, oh, you looking good. Let me get some of that right there.
Boy, I'm tired.
Don't touch me. Oh, dog, you always want some. Girl, please. Better go sit on that. Because he gonna find somebody that will.
Sit, scoop, crouch.
Back up on it.
Stand.
Open wide.
Some.
Loosen that throat.
Like.
Loosen it.
Your expectation versus your execution, sir, ma'am.
And
if you don't trust them, why you there? Submission is trust because you submit to each other. Baby, I want to take a trip. My baby, we can do something else with that money. Baby, please please just think about it. Just look in the budget and see what you come up with. It ain't got to be, I ain't even got to pick the place. You pick the place. I just want to go somewhere with you so I can do that thing that I do with my tongue that you like somewhere outside the house. You don't think he going to come up with a trip somewhere?
Hello? And ladies, if he's working and he's making the money, he paying the bills, guess what you can do with your money? Take that man on a trip.
You sure
take
can.
Take him on a staycation. Take him on a vacation.
Sure
so,
can.
Baby, I got this. Because the thing about it is, he gonna still come out his pocket because that's what men do.
Yep.
But if you do it and put it together, baby, the way that thing gonna thing, the way he gonna come up with the strength, he gonna get him one of them honey sticks. He gonna give it to you.
I'm gonna leave a witness here work it out.
He will give it to you. And then you're going to be wanting to take more vacations, more staycations. Baby, you're going to find a way to get up out the house every time and you're going to be willing to pay for it. Don't trust me. Just like our throat will get loose. We had an audience member a few minutes ago. So the way that throat get loose, baby, trust and believe that thing will get strong. Treat him the way you want to be treated. Show him. Now, don't misunderstand, ladies and gentlemen. If you are showing this person everything that you want and you're doing those things and they're not reciprocating, you may need to reevaluate that situation for yourself. Because there's somebody that's not evenly yoked.
Good way to put it. And that's a good way to lead into the next thing. Heavy lifting. When it gets hard, when it gets heavy sometimes.
When it gets hard. Oh, flashback.
Not that hard. But when you disagree, because you're going to disagree, because everybody disagrees. Old wounds, new healing. You still have to come at that a certain way. Meaning, don't go to social media about it. When it get hard. Or soft. Or when it get lost. When your yam is too hard. And your rod is too soft. You get it together now?
It's fine. I'm cool over here.
Why when people have relationship issues, they run to social media?
I can't stand it.
Or they run to their friends, their family, who is not as forgiving as the person that did the damage. Like, just step away from them and then come back to them. Taking a pause after an argument don't mean you gotta go and talk to anybody else about it other than the person that you have the problem with, especially if you're in a relationship with them and it's not a deal breaker, like you're not breaking up, it's just a disagreement, because everybody's gonna have a disagreement.
Yes.
And when you go and vent to social media or your best friend or
Here
whoever every time,
in the comments,
they're not gonna forgive.
And the thing about it is, when they don't forgive,
It
you
makes
can't
it
be mad at. It makes it awkward for everything else. You cannot be mad at them for not forgiving, because the thing about that is that your friend, your actual friends, if you are hurting, they don't want to see you hurt. Mm-hmm. And even if it's just an argument between the two of you all, let me say this. If your friend is your friend, they're going to understand that y'all going to have an argument. They're going to possibly give you the best advice that they can, if they can. And they're going to they can't allow that to pass by, because there are arguments in relationships. But you got to understand, some people y'all with are not your friend. And y'all run into them for advice, and they not your friend. They really not. They not your friend, and they like to see you miserable. As a matter of fact, because they're not happy and not in a happy relationship, and you are, the moment you have a problem, baby, the first thing they're going to tell you, you need to leave.
Yep.
You need to leave.
Yep.
Baby, he just forgot to buy my mac and cheese. I was just pissed off because he forgot to buy my mac and cheese.
Keep it to yourself. You're back. And then, because sometimes nobody knows the full dynamic of you and your person's relationship but y'all.
True.
And there are certain little ticks and things and responses that you notice about your person that you can't really express or explain to somebody on the outside. So if you go and decide to talk to somebody about why your significant other made you upset, and they give you a perspective or an opinion that's off, then now you got this other voice in your head that's kind of fucking it up a little bit. It's
gonna always be right there on the back.
Yeah.
You got the little voice say, remember what she told you? Or remember when he told you?
Yeah, like, and they could put another spin on it that you didn't even think about. And then depending on what type of person you are, you might take this shit and run with it. And then you come back when you're ready to talk to your significant other about it. Like, well, damn, where'd it come from?
Yeah.
And that's not even your perspective. That's the perspective that you picked up from somebody that you were venting to.
I was in a relationship, and we'd be sitting there talking, and she'll say some shit, and I'll be like,
uh-huh.
That ain't you. I've been with you long enough to know how you think. Who you been talking to? Wait a minute, and now I'm just dumb or something. No, I didn't say all that. That's just not you talking right now.
And that's exactly what it was. Went back and talked to the friends. The thing about it is, One of my major things is that especially with married couples, like I said before, I'm not telling no married couple to leave their husband. Only way you gonna get me to tell me to leave your husband or leave your wife is that you are in dire physical danger, or dire mental danger. Meaning that person is putting you in situations where mentally is going to lead you down a bad spiral road. And you need to jump off that road before that happens. Those are the only two reasons I can ever tell anybody that's married to leave. I'm not telling you to leave because y'all done got into an argument. I'm not telling you to leave because you did this or he did that. You cannot. And married couples, stop going to your damn single friends asking them for advice. How the hell they know? They ain't never been married.
You can ask your divorced friends though.
Yeah, you can ask us all the time.
Because we've been on both sides of that thing.
Yeah, we've been where it's happy. We've been where it's ugly. So, we've been at the tip and we came to the bottom a couple of times.
Ooh, the tip. Yes, Lord.
The tip was enjoyable. And we rode on down and it disappeared. So,
shrimp tip.
Man.
I'm talking about a nice and gorged.
I'm talking about them too. It still disappeared.
Into the fleshy folds of
and you just cannot
that thing whale deep.
Fleshy folds of chaos. I like that.
And look, and then within them folds, it got wet. Some shit got drowned. It's like a nice little flood. How the hell we get here?
Stay a while, sis. Stay a while.
I just
don't kegel that thing on out, girl.
Just opened up like a heartbeat.
Had me fiddling with the middle a little bit.
Fiddle in the middle.
Wiggle in the middle.
Fiddle in the middle.
Just a little.
But yeah,
what were we talking about?
Keeping that shit to yourself when y'all have a disagreement and it's not an end all be all. Like you're not walking away. Y'all just had a different kind of day that day, and it's okay. Just step away.
Just go.
If you're highly emotional about it, take a walk. Go listen to some music.
Stop finding those memes that relate to what you're going through.
Have them saved up for the day that you can use it and then post it.
I be peeping that shit. Oh, she going through it. She hurt her.
Everybody do. We be peeping
just
all
like
of it.
I posted today. Stop posting them hurtful memes and just go cheat back. Damn it.
This shit was funny. I saw that.
I ain't been on social media the other day.
Or like I said today, if he getting smart and he trying to flip it on me, I'm not a highly emotional person, so I'm going to cry. Because I'm quick with my words anyway. So I know how to flip it back. But if I'm losing and I need a win, I'm going to get emotional as hell. And I hold a lot of shit in anyway. So when that cry come, I'm crying for a whole bunch of stuff. So it's going, I'm talking about I weep. Like I cry and you just go like, ooh, I'm sorry. Please, what can I do? Can't take to see me cry. Me crying is something serious because it ain't something I do. So, that's my get back.
And my other thing with that putting it on social media, you gonna get mad, you done broke up, I throw all this shit out and this, that, and the third. And then 3 days later, he know where home is and home is happy and this, that, and the third. Wait a minute, all his shit was over the balcony a minute ago.
Too much.
Lil Ray done picked up his Jordan that you threw out because he didn't make it in time. Now all of a sudden you straight and you good, you happy. You done posted, you busted out the windows out the car. Now you paying to get them fixed. Stop doing it. It's entertainment for a lot of people. And it's a lot of people out here enjoying. You wondering why you still miserable in this relationship because people are praying that y'all stay together so they can be entertained just a little bit longer.
Inviting other energy to the situation. What we talking about? You're
inviting the messed up energy. You're inviting the negative energy. You're inviting the negative in your relationship because you're asking for it, because you put it out there. And then when it's all over, I just wish I had listened. And, I learned my lesson and I ain't going to do it again. And then go right to the next dude with the same damn problem, same damn issues. Only thing different is the dick in the damn person's name. That's it. Because they even damn near look alike. Now you on with that one and then wondering why you still having the same damn problems. Because you still hopping with the same dude. That's what you're doing. Just a different name and a different dick. Stop hopping on it. Hop your ass off and heal from what little Tyrone
Hop off
did.
that dick and heal. That sounds like a book.
Hop off that dick and heal. Please do. Hop off of it. Because I promise you, you can go hop on one of them that ones the Amazon sale. Let's give you the same fucking result. Just go hop on it and then go heal yourself. Go manifest some good things for yourself.
A lot of frustration behind these sex talks with her.
Can you blame her?
Go down the street.
Never. Anyway, I'll be home.
So he can do some.
I'll
heavy,
be home.
Go down the street so he can do some
I'll be
heavy
home.
lifting.
I will be home.
Moving on to heavy lifting.
I will be home.
We were already on heavy lift.
That's what we were.
Shit, them yams. Them yams, when you get a lot of yams, they just be heavy in the bag.
I got some shit already at home waiting on me. I'll be there.
She already made a down payment on that D.
Sure did.
Dick in a little way. A lick away.
Stick in the right side pocket.
My goodness. Is that a dick in your pocket or are you happy to see me?
A little bit of both.
Q. This it, fam.
Well,
That's all I got. Y'all think about that fucked up ass shit y'all be posting on social media and think about
And
how you executing. Are you executing?
Stop, men and women, stop asking for shit that you don't even have yourself.
Boom.
Huh?
That's it.
That's
But what
basically
about
what
the
we're saying.
delusional people who think they have it, but their relationships keep showing relationships. That's correct. I should have said that. Relationships keep showing that they don't have it.
If you are here, prime example, right here, me, constantly saying how I was a good woman, I was this, I was that, and when I looked at myself and I did my
fucking trash. That's crazy.
Oof. He said that with his chest.
he gonna get hit in his throat. That's what he gonna get.
I'm not worried because when you get here, you're gonna be busy riding dick. But you was some
and I'm gonna take time out. I'm gonna take time out to hit you in your damn throat. I'm gonna take it. No, I was not trash, but I was not the perfect person that I thought I was.
Trash.
I was not. It wasn't trash.
I done took shit for 18 episodes. Your ass was trash.
You mean 2 years?
Trash.
I was not trash. I was not the perfect person that I thought I was, though. I was not the perfect woman. I was not the perfect wife. I was not the perfect girlfriend. I was just not. I didn't do everything right like I wanted to think I did. So when I went on my healing journey, I realized that some things were kind of ugly. I will admit that there were some ugly ways about myself that I had to really take aim at and deal with. This is why I say women and men, when you get out these trash ass relationships, get your ass by yourself and heal. Take some time.
Q, you been by yourself?
No. He don't even know what the hell he is trying to talk about somebody being trash.
I'm just enjoying what's happening until I can't enjoy it no more.
He enjoying all his little relationships. So like I said,
what it is. I'm having fun until it can't have fun.
You gonna fall on that bad hip again.
It is what it is. It is.
Take your
what
ass
it
back
is.
to therapy.
No, fuck that. On episode 18.
Like I said, go get healed, people, before y'all do this. And then when you can be able to talk to other people and have those things that you're expecting of others. But yes, as he said, we just talking ish. The true ish while y'all in y'all relationships.
So, quick question. I see you updated this to now. But our pretty little background says no.
Wow. No, you're the problem.
No, you're the problem. Q.
No.
Oof.
Q.
No,
Patria.
you're so funny.
Rosa.
You're so
You the
funny
problem.
right now. You're so funny. I see it updated again right before my eyes.
Look, I just looked back over it like, oh, damn, it changed.
No, it didn't.
Magic.
Relationships. I like that. They ain't mean to say that.
No, we got a new.
Relationships.
We got to call it new. It's a
Basically,
new
y'all
word.
stop taking that bullshit out of social media so goddamn serious and sit down and look in the fucking mirror and figure it out for real. And stop what you think it is. Make it what it
Please.
really is.
Make it what it
All right.
is
Because this ain't that.
at all.
This ain't
What
that.
it is will be that when it's this.
Yes, hope you enjoyed these 18 episodes of We Just Talkin Ish.
Hold on. He did this and that, this and that. I ain't been to church in a minute. All right, go back, finish. this.
Go back
that.
and replay your favorite episodes on YouTube, Apple, and Google, all the major podcast platforms. But before we dip out on this finale episode, Drake dropped an album.
And I love it.
And I love it too. Just
They don't play like he
when
don't always
Chris-
throw a couple of dance tracks on every album.
Right.
He just did a
When-
full album this time.
on
Like,
Chris Rock on I Love My Wife. What was that movie where he was about to cheat?
I think I love my wife.
I think I Love My Wife. Y'all
Yeah.
got some nigga ears.
Yep.
Drake been doing this. These dance music.
Yeah.
So because he drops a whole album with one rap song at the end, y'all act like y'all don't know who the fuck Drake is. Right now in Miami, they're probably blowing this CD up in the clubs. Cause every song, from the beginning to the end, is a whole vibe. Get off Drake. Y'all be killing.
Did you not see what he said? What he posted on social media?
I saw that.
He said, if you nervous about doing something new, remember this. Professionals built the Titanic and amateurs built the Ark. Do some new shit. And watch it blow up and fuck what everybody else talking about.
So when you come to Memphis, Rosa, do some new shit. You got this dick all lined up. Probably
Just
old.
mad because it ain't your dick.
Here on We Just Talkin Ish. Not my dick edition. Episode 18.
God damn it, I love y'all.
Had to go out with a bang.
Chitty, bang, bang.
Yes.
That ain't right. That was Selena, bitty bumper. God damn it, I need to go to bed.
Oh, this shit shoots you in your face.
You are listening to a QLB Media Group podcast.